I was almost a school shooter. That's what one man admitted, and his message has gone viral. Watch.
I was almost a school shooter. I didn't carry out anything. I didn't hurt anyone. But in 1996, I almost did the worst possible thing. I was very much the outcast in high school. I had a very chaotic and violent childhood, moving from place to place, having the people I was closest to be the ones who hurt me the most. I was shy and sensitive and smelled bad because I either had dirty clothes on that had not been washed in weeks, or because I was filthy from not having a shower, also for weeks. I was picked on and bullied for being fat, for being smart, for not playing sports. So I got angry and I started hiding weapons everywhere.
His name is Aaron Stark, and in an open letter to 9 News in Denver, he shared his story of almost carrying out a school shooting in 1996. Aaron Stark joins us in studio now. Aaron, thank you so much, man, for being here. We really appreciate that. It's amazing, amazing. And you've been brutally honest about everything, you know, that you've been telling in your stories. What's it like to be that lonely student with nothing to lose? Why write this letter now?
I think it's a really important message to get out now. I kept on hearing that no one could understand how they could feel that way or how someone could get to that point. And sadly, I do understand how you can get to that point. When you feel like you have nothing left in life and you're depressed and everything is against you and you have nothing to lose, then you can do anything. And if you can do anything, that's a really terrifying prospect.
You're absolutely right. You know, one of the things that I know about being on television and about you sharing your story is that right now in this very minute, and you may not know it, but you're speaking to someone out there who feels exactly the same way. And I would like to know, what would you like to tell that person who is listening and feeling like
you're not alone. You're not alone at all. The pain and isolation and loneliness you feel is the most common feeling that we all have. I think that's really the only bipartisan thing we can all agree on, that everyone feels alone and everyone feels pain.
It's true.
What do you think, you know, teachers and parents missed back then that could have been helped today? What would you tell them?
Watch out for the kids who look like they are the outcast. The ones who hurt the worst probably won't be the ones who act out. They'll probably be the ones who are sitting off quiet by themselves, that no one ever talks to. That person who no one ever talks to needs to be talked to immediately.
I understand that. And now that you've had this newfound attention, how are you dealing with the responses, both positive and negative?
It's been completely overwhelming. I am so absolutely humbled and honored by all the responses. I have gotten responses from all over the world, from Australia, the Netherlands. I got a response from one of the uncles who had nieces inside Parkland, who was in the room during the shooting. Wow. And if I could even give even a second of that girl, if I could give her a little bit of peace, it's all worth it.
Absolutely.
And you had these thoughts in your head, and again, thank you for the bravery for coming out like this. What made you not go over that line?
Well, first, I would like to make a point really quick. You mentioned bravery. I don't really see myself as brave. This is my life, and I've been talking about it forever. To me, the brave people are the ones who've been messaging me, telling me their deepest stories, that they've been in this same place, but they've never told anyone. And if I can inspire someone to come and tell me something and tell a story that they've never spoken aloud, what could they inspire if they speak their truth?
And that's where the bravery comes in.
Right, absolutely.
So what would you tell someone that's on that fence about to go over? How did you get past it?
Love. I had friends reach out. I'll give you a quick story. I had a friend who I was extremely suicidal one night, and I had a best friend who invited me over to her house. I didn't realize when I got there was a party waiting for me. She had baked me a blueberry peach pie. Wow. And all of her family and friends were there, and they all gave me a party. And I didn't realize it was going to be for me. And I would not have survived that night if that hadn't happened. Wow. It's the parts of the gifts of kindness that you don't even know you're giving could legitimately save lives.
That's interesting. You know, it's one of those situations where, yes, where you never know what someone is going through. Right. You know, it's really important to spread kindness and peace and love to everybody. So
and
thank
be
you
nice.
so much
Thanks for the message,
story.
man. Thanks for your honesty. I appreciate that. Aaron, thank you so much again for coming in and tell your story. If you or anyone you know is struggling with a mental health issue, please, there's help. The suicide hotline number is on your screen. Write it down and please reach out. They are available 24/7 to talk always.